Welcome to the joys of technical problems.
Hey, Tech.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Um, Shit, I don't even know what to suggest at this point. Troubleshooting is not my forte.
Yeah, I can do some decent troubleshooting for this kind of stuff if I'm there, but not from here. Besides the obvious, click this, see if it does a thing. No, okay. It sounds like they're already doing those. So
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I didn't think not having the headphones would make this big a deal, but I'm not sure in this case that's really the issue.
no,
But anyway, for people watching the stream, hi, welcome to tech support. What level are we on at tech support at this point?
let's go with -3.
Yeah, that sounds about right. As soon as the Florida contingent can hear us, we'll actually start playing. In the meantime, look at this lovely screen. This shows where we are right now. That most of you aren't seeing, except for most of you in the game aren't seeing anyway. Though Rev can go cheat because
I'm cheating. I'm watching it on Twitch.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I could do that too. I just am not. Hi, we're talking.
Hi, we're talking.
No,
nothing.
that's why I zoomed in this far, so you can't cheat and see everything else.
No.
Well, that's where we were last time, and that's where we know where we're at anyway. So, what happened to their headphones or whatever? What's going on?
The existing setup was apparently left at work or something.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to work out something else. And it's kind of working, but not. And then it was working in a different way, but not. And now it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why we could hear and then not hear.
The weirdest part is just that they were able to hear us fine, and now they can't.
Yeah, they were able to hear us fine, and we couldn't really hear them very well, and now we can hear them fine, but they can't hear us.
It makes me think that it's still looking to try and output through the headphones they had plugged in or something.
Could be. But if they're not plugged in, it should default to the second device.
You would assume, but computers are sometimes stupid.
This is true.
Are you in Chrome now, or are you still in Opera?
Well, it's not the microphone settings, it's the speaker settings.
I don't need to hear them. Just you do. Wait. Plug in the microphone. Give it a try. See if you can at least hear them.
If somebody can hear us, that would be lovely. Anybody. I mean...
My question is, how are we hearing them now?
Fuck if I know. It probably is. She's on a laptop, so...
Yeah. So, I mean, just use that for the mic, because it seems to be working.
I mean, we can't
some
hear
bass
Lloyd, but I'm
headphones.
sure Lloyd can be loud enough for us to hear. I have faith
Probably.
in Lloyd's ability to be loud. However, it's the listening part that's the problem.
I wish you could screen share through this, but that's not really a wonderful 20.
Nope. All right. Let's get started with, because the first things we're doing, it doesn't involve them anyway. At least not right away. It's going to be wraith oriented, so maybe that'll give them some extra time to figure out what's going on. Maybe something.
Yeah.
But let's do some recapping
All of the devices on my computer are off.
while that's going on, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
I've got the levels at 0, the microphone boost at 0.
Say something?
Say something? We've said something.
Hey, look. Chrome sucks.
Okay, Opera wasn't working either, so
Opera
don't
is the
even...
one that is now working.
I'm glad you finally figured out how to use your stuff.
Wait. So, are things working?
Can you guys hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. We can hear you. Yay. All right, let's play. So, let's start with recapping what happened last time.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things. Let's be a little
Alright, cool
more
with that.
specific than that, please. I would appreciate it.
Some bat scouting. Discovered there's.
Let's.
some-
All right.
Yeah.
Let's start at the beginning and go to
Oh,
the
right.
end.
We jumped off a boat.
Let's start
that
before
was
then.
before. Irvalent calls us to her office in the Citadel.
Yeah, I guess that was still the same session, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a
Yep.
session.
Shows us the map of the ruins of Yurkandral. The place is a magical sinkhole. Magic is affected there. Difficult to scry and do other stuff like that. Notes are that the southwest part of the city is where it's likely that the facility that we're searching for is positioned, in possibly an abandoned fort. She tells us we have access to a airship, the Excelsior, as a mobile base. Air elementals are bound, so it's all nice and stealthy. And then we have our Featherfall-like enchanted backpack things that are totally not parachutes.
That is good.
But they're kind of
Totally,
like parachutes.
totally not.
And then some Brailish military may have been compromised, so we need to not talk around them. Next up, we arrive at the airship docks at dusk. An elven woman in naval-esque attire with hat with a rock feather. This is Captain Farrell.
Pharrell, I think.
William Farrell.
If we need to signal, we're given a lens to concentrate. We speak the code word, and we get red to retreat, green safe, yellow something wrong, and but don't abandon us yet. We end up meeting a Warforged, who's the sergeant. His name's Strike, who will be joined by a wizard and a sorcerer, I believe. And let's see. We end up waiting around for 5 or 6 hours later, hanging out in our small, cramped room. The captain enters after that time and says we're ready to go up on the deck. We meet up with Strike, who's getting everyone ready, who's got a very disciplined group of soldiers who have definitely seen war. Once we enter the drop zone, we drop, surprising everyone else because we didn't actually tell them that we were going to do that. We land in the ruin. It seems less vegetated than what would be normal. Something is stunting the growth, though we don't know what yet. We need to scout. So Jemmabeth changes into Batman. Well, Bat Jemmabeth. 500 yards to the northeast from the location, she hears footsteps, something large, quite large. Flying on, she finds the fortress group. She hears groups of footsteps, more numerous. She shares all of this with Juan D. Bat gnome. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's a gnome. Damn it. Ruins everything all the time. And then this fortress seems to be more of a community center, a supply depot, not really that big of a setup. In terms of defenses, we end up sneaking closer, and basically the ruins all around are completely dilapidated. We can't use any of these to get any advantage, though we do find 4 different places to sneak through. The west wall by the gate, the south wall, the northeast corner, and the northwest wall towards the west. Wraith ends up scouting the northeast entrance, suddenly hears a noise and hides behind a boulder. Spots an iron dog and a warforged who is glowing from, I have no idea what I wrote there, but basically he may have spotted something which may or may not be Wraith, but probably is Wraith, so he's coming right for him.
Yeah, they're glowing from
like
the Gula, which is the rune that all Warforged have, and
Yeah.
Okay.
their forehead.
All right, I did write that right then. I thought it like auto-corrected to something weird.
No, it's weird to begin with, so
All right, cool.
you got it right.
Glowing goulash, got it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the same way that everybody has distinct fingerprints. That's kind of the way that that the Gulas work for Warforged. They may look very similar, but they almost never look identical. And so yeah, that's where we left off. That this patrol of this Warforged thing and this mechanical dog, which Wraith would recognize as a type of construct called an Iron Defender, are heading towards Wraith.
Yes. Would you like to know about what our
So,
situation is?
So roll for initiative.
well, not quite there yet. I can reveal a little bit more of the map for...
You know there are notes.
Yeah.
So this is what you can see so far right now, Eddie.
Okay. And they look like they're coming towards me?
Yes, they are coming towards you.
Where's everybody else?
They're nearby, but they're not they're not...
According to the map we can see, we're in the ocean.
No. No, you're not in the ocean. They're probably maybe 250 yards away in some cover. I think given what you guys were saying last time, you're probably a bit to the southeast of where you're at right now. What is it? Lloyd. I figured Gemabeth was probably in the air.
That's true.
Images. It's probably more difficult to project images, but I think you probably still can.
He did it kind of when we were giving directions to the guards, but
yeah,
he did
that's true.
kind of more difficult.
Yeah.
Trickier, at least.
Yeah, to do like a realistic image is considerably more difficult. Something more abstract is simpler, similar to words, but...
Or are we talking
Stick figures.
like he wants to make an illusion in the person's head so that they don't see us?
Well, they're not going to see you. You guys are far enough away.
Yeah.
Wraith is the only one close enough to potentially be noticed.
Oh, okay. Well, they're assuming that they're running a circuitous route. They're probably so I need to figure out what they're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the ground. Do I see what looks to be a path that's been walked past where I'm going? Like they're walking around the perimeter?
Give me a perception check.
Roger.
Infiltrator plus wisdom.
Looks huge. Warforged doesn't.
Whiz. And infiltrate. Okay, good. There it goes. Any modifiers on that? None?
No.
Here's going to be the confusing part, so here's where all of those things are.
Welp.
Put this one back here.
And how?
Wow. No kidding.
With that, it does his perception check itself carve that path for him?
Right?
Sorry.
In fact, you don't see any indication that they patrol around the outside. If they were, you would definitely be noticing the rocks being moved out of the way. You would notice footsteps in the dirt, either from this Warforged or the Iron Defender, and there's absolutely none. It doesn't appear that they patrol outside of the walls.
Okay, so-
But you do notice that there's some evidence of
Back them again.
of movement. Why can I not move this?
Here's
Select move. Why can I not move the map?
we have some
This is really irritating. Okay. You do see some evidence that they come into this room right here. This room that is not clicking like it's supposed to.
including ours.
Right there, I'm pinging.
No, I don't see your ping either.
Really?
Yay, technology.
Yeah, I can't move the map and everything. All right, hold on. Let me reload Roll20 real quick. Technology is a goddamn joy.
Why you break it?
Alright, anyway. I can move the map now. Let's see if I can ping the fucking map. Yes, over here. You see evidence they've come in here, but they don't go... they don't really go any farther than, like, right here. It looks like, from what you can tell of the movement patterns, they come up to here, they look outside, probably, through this opening and this opening. And then that's as far as they go. So the fact that they're heading out this way towards you indicates that they have some reason to believe that you or something else might be there.
Okay.
But they're walking slowly enough that you're sure that they haven't definitively noticed that you're there. They're just suspicious at this point.
So it's actually here's George Road.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Would I be able to? That's something I thought about too. Would I be able to get Gemma some message to Gemma so that she could maybe just flap by them, and maybe that would make them think that it's just an animal.
Possibly. Make me a King Shield plus intelligence roll to see if you can do something that's subtle enough that it won't be noticed by them, but will be noticed by Gemma. 18. I think that's probably good enough. So what are you trying to signal to Gemma?
I'm just kind of get on with my hands and just kind of give her a signal to just kind of swoop over the top of them, loud flapping, not low enough that the Iron Defender could pop up and snatch her, but, just kind of flap low over them, and that would be a horrific end to her adventuring. Yeah, give her the bat signal. But yes, just to kind of, maybe swoop them, and then maybe, I'm not sure how much logic that these things are going to be able to apply. They'll be able to just be like, oh, it was just this.
The Iron Defender is probably more likely to believe that sort of thing than if the Warforged is like the other Warforged that you've run into. It has a higher cognitive level, so it might be able to put two and two together better. But that being said, that doesn't mean that they're immune to being fooled either. So. Alright,
Yeah.
So is Gemma going to do that?
What is Gemma Beth supposed to be doing?
Gemma supposed to be listening.
Gemma Beth has more important things to do.
Alright, so basically what Wraith wants you to do is flap by these Warforged and distract them and kind of indicate that that's the noise they were hearing.
Of course, I'll be happy to.
Give me...
An anti-stealth check.
Give me like a bluff. Give me like a bluff
performance
check. Yeah, bluff, like bluff or performance, something to make them feel that, that you're the source of the noise that's been outside.
So, purpose of the underworld with which?
Probably charisma.
Okay. I don't need any further modifiers, right? Because it's already two.
Well, add another +2 because they're more likely to believe that you're the cause since you kind of are a bat right now. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
I take a moment to get into my serenity and project the bat signal into every one of our party's minds.
And then you
Don't
take a
worry.
-2 on your next roll for
Lose the
metagaming.
Don't worry, Lloyd. We already made that joke.
Yeah. All right, so you flap around this Warforged thing for a moment, and it kind of looks at you a bit oddly. It's giving you more attention than you think you've probably earned with your little performance.
Oh shit.
But after a moment, what feels like a really long time, but it is more like 5 or 6 seconds, it makes a noise. It sounds to Gemabeth. It's almost like it's a burst of words, but compressed so far that to anybody else who didn't have the senses of a bat, it would just sound like almost like a bell ringing, and that's exactly what Wraith hears, kind of like a bell. But to you, it sounds like this stream of words in a language that you don't understand, and then the two start returning backwards.
I made them retreat.
Yeah, they've turned around. It's not like they're running away, but it seems that they're satisfied that you were probably the source of that noise.
And now Gemma gets a +2. It's in my hair. It's in my hair.
They don't have any hair. Your logic has been immediately defeated.
Oh.
All right, so
Alright,
they walk away, and you see him disappear around the corner.
Okay, very good. Yeah, well, we've narrowly avoided that, and I am terrified to try and scout anything else.
I don't know, that kind of is your job.
Ugh. All right, I'm gonna totally blow this. This is just level 2.
We'll save
13
you
damage
ass.
at this point.
Disposable heroes.
Right. Okay, well, then I'm gonna stealth my way into here. I'm gonna peek around. I'm gonna peek first, though. I'm not like just diving in. I'm gonna go ahead and move really slowly, very cautiously. I'm gonna use my corners and do my peeks and things of that nature. All the things that I've been trained for,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can make sure to avoid detection while infiltrating.
Okay. So go ahead and make me a roll.
All right. Assume that's gonna be Dex and Infiltrator.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you're definitely pretty quiet moving in. So go ahead and move token to wherever you're moving it.
That's a wall, I assume. It
That
looks
is
like a wall.
that is a wall.
Okay. Of course. Well, I would have peeked here, and then would have verified that it was okay, and then I would have moved here.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to go like, I move here, and then there's like the guy right here.
So there's a door just down here. It looks like it's in pretty crappy shape, but it's still kind of on its hinges.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lost Brandy? Damn.
And since I did see people coming through, I see that they come up at least up to this corner here, and they peek.
Right.
The assumption is that they're still using this door. They're opening and closing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Make me a perception check.
All right. Sorry, I keep forgetting that I have my thing on pop out here. Whiz again?
Yeah.
I'm rolling nothing but 14, so that's the
Yeah.
third 14 that I've rolled.
That's a lot of 14s, but that's a good thing for you. You hear footsteps coming your way.
Footsteps coming my way.
Mm-hmm.
What's above me?
What do you mean above you? You mean
Like
literally above you?
Rafters? Yeah, like
Yeah,
rafters.
rafters.
big beams.
They're not in terribly good shape. But there are. The roof is partially collapsed here, but there's some of it still remaining, and it does have some rafters. It's mostly this this quarter of the room. Most of the
Okay.
roof is all gone there, and the roof in the quarters next to it here and above you are they're there, but they're not all there.
Okay, what kind of cover do I have? Is
Inside,
anything-
beyond
yeah, any collapsed roof that I could maybe slide under?
the collapsed roof you're looking at right here. It's the rubble.
Okay, so it's totally flattened.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, nothing you can get under or behind, not significantly.
And the rafters, how do I feel? How covered would I feel if I got up there?
If you got up there and didn't break anything, chances of being noticed are pretty slim.
Okay. How high up?
About 8 feet.
8 feet. What's the math on that?
What do you mean?
Like the jump height is calculated by.
Really? Do you think I'm gonna do something like that?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were getting that specific.
No, God, no.
13th age,
Okay.
there are 3 difficulty classes.
If I wanted to do
Normal,
something like that,
hard,
I would play as a
ridiculously
worse
hard.
game. Just make me an athletics check. Infiltrator is probably fine.
Okay.
Make this
Dex.
plus strength.
Strength. Oof.
Yeah.
All right. Wait. Let me check my tools. I do have. Oh, you don't want it? Wait. Just real quick. Let me just take a look at my stuff here. Okay, no, that's only combat oriented. Okay. All right, up I go.
All right.
Attempt anyway. Oh, that's not too bad.
I roll a 15 this time. All right. So you managed to pull yourself kind of up into the rafters. It's not anywhere near comfortable. You really don't want to have been here to stay here for very long. You can kind of feel the wood. It's almost like it's decayed, and it's almost like balsa wood under your fingers. You think it'll last for a little while with your weight on it, especially since you know how to spread your weight out to a more even weight distribution.
Yeah, spread them.
But if you're here for more than a couple minutes, it might just come crumbling down underneath you.
Okay. All right. So it's just dry rotted real bad. All right.
Yeah. I mean, this is... The fact that there's any wood at all here anymore is kind of a miracle. But you're up for a couple of minutes. After maybe 30 seconds, you hear the footsteps passing by. It doesn't look like they were coming into this room.
Okay. At least at that particular moment.
No.
All right. All right, down I go, and then I'm gonna go up to the door. Do I have any sizable gaps or hole that I could see out the door?
Yes. Yeah, you can.
All right, and what can I get from that view?
All right, let me reveal some stuff. So you can see down the courtyard. Some ways.
Okay, I see one dude. Is that the dude who walked by?
You have no idea at this.
No idea.
At this light.
Is he stationary or moving? I mean, he certainly I could see if he's moving.
It looks like he's moving.
Okay.
Looks like he's walking rather slowly. He just rounded this corner over here, and it looks like he might be heading your way, but he's kind of stopped right here for a moment.
Okay. And then what's this here? Is this a fenced area?
Yeah, it's a fenced area.
Okay.
The fence is only about 4 feet tall.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh, it's about 4 feet tall. You said. Any cover in here, like anything trash or barrels or.
Not really. No, it's pretty empty.
Pretty empty. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and hazard real quiet. Well, I'm already at the door actually. I'm gonna see. Can I make a nice, careful peek? Maybe slightly cracking the door. How do the hinges look?
They're not in great shape.
Like crazy rusty. Like, am I gonna expect this thing to sound like a dying cow when I open it?
It's certainly possible.
Okay. Well, I don't want to open it much. I just want to open it to maybe lean against this wall and see if I can get some kind of line of sight this way.
Okay. Okay. All right, so yeah, give me what are you gonna roll for that? Hello? Anybody? You fucking kidding me? Seriously? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Fucking swear. Technology is the bane of our existence tonight.
Tonight, it's been a real.
It's been a real pain in the ass. I'm not sure how much I want to push tonight, let alone because who knows if it's gonna fucking work. Anyway, I'm sorry. What were you doing, Eddie?
Well, I was gonna get the door open just a few inches so that I could, when I'm gonna be against this, this interior wall here, so that I can get a line of sight down here.
Okay.
Of course, I'll immediately stop if this thing starts to howl.
It's you can get it a little bit open before the hinges start to kind of resist any.
Okay.
Not too much, but enough to get a look a bit down the line.
Okay. Oof. There's no bueno. And anything in this direction from that angle?
There's a wall.
Oh, it's just all this is wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, let me.
So it's like a structure in the middle here.
Yes.
All right.
All of that is in the is a wall right in the middle.
And I'm gonna cast a glance at this one. Has he moved any?
I'm sorry. Which one?
This one here, 3.
No. It looks like he's looking around towards the south. south and east.
Okay, so he's looking down here. Okay. All right. And we do know that this is a gate, and we do know that there's a penetration here
Mhm.
to the north,
Yeah,
and we do know there's a penetration here to the south. We
right.
can make out structures here, here. Okay. Without going into another, I don't know if this is enough, but I mean somebody's gonna come through here eventually, and I certainly can't get out. What's the in between look like here? It's shadowy, well lit,
Pretty shadowy.
pretty shadowy.
There's not a lot of light. It's you don't see like the Warforged. They're not carrying lanterns or anything. They're
But they're Warforged. We might be able to assume that they might have some other means to see in the dark.
yes.
Okay. So that's risky. Okay. I think I'm going to withdraw right now and report on what I've seen so far. I feel like pushing it. I'm pushing it by trying to infiltrate any deeper because they've got the place pretty well covered.
Mm-hmm.
The only other option, of course, would be to check one of the other wall penetrations, but those come inherent with risk as well. Seeing that there's structures down here does, there's probably means there's some cover to the right if I came to the southern gap. But I'm going to go ahead and withdraw and take that back to the team.
Okay. That's fine.
What I've got is a loose count right now of at least three, possibly 4 pairings of Warforged and Iron Defenders, but there could be more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So everybody should be back on the same screen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you sneak back to where everybody else is without too much issue. That doesn't look like there's a lot going on outside this keep.
All right, so I'll go ahead and link back up with everybody, and I'll let them know what I found. Particularly, pointing out the
Yeah, I heard you.
the buildings that we see. Oh, are they guys looking at the main map? Are they looking at the main? Oh, are you? Looking
Yeah,
at the
no,
main
everybody's
map?
on the main map now.
I'll point out the structures that we had in town towards the southern part of the building, the room that I was in, and that I've seen at least, I know for certain 3 pairs of Iron Defenders and Warforged, but there's possibly a 4th, or maybe even more. Really, none of them have any type of light source, so we may be able to assume we might have to assume that they have an alternate way to see in the dark. And yeah, I mean, if we want to keep this quiet going all the way in, then we may need like an exterior, something to draw them away. Something that doesn't put them in alert, but something that draws them away, which I can imagine maybe lighting a fire. I don't know.
I would like at this point to ask you, what is your job here? What is your mission on this case?
Well, I thought the job was infiltration.
Our job is to create havoc and cause problems and take living people as questioning things, right? I mean, that's what. So, like, there's a bunch of Warforged and Iron Defenders. We can just wreck that shit, and we draw out the humans in which we are looking to incapacitate. So,
You're assuming there are humans.
oh yeah, and if not, screw it. We blow everything up. Woo!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cord's got it right. This is not a straight up infiltration. This is a stealthily get in as close as possible and then wreck as much as humanly possible while keeping as many people as reasonably can be alive for questioning.
Okay, well then if I can put out there that if you give me an hour, I can watch the patrols, see where they poke their head out. We can all get into that room and then just bust out and wreck the joint. So
I'm in on that, and I mean, I have some.
What the actual fuck? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Anybody at all? Let me try one more time. Anybody at all? Anybody? I'm not even sure what else I fucking can do.
I think we need.
I can hear somebody. I can hear some
Hello?
people again.
Hey, something
Can you hear
Okay.
me? There you are.
I can now.
Okay.
I reloaded again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Third time's a charm.
Right.
I'm not
So-
sure third time is fucking anything except
No.
pissing me off. All right.
Really quick.
We lost Jim
Roll20
again.
is great
too.
for maps, but I think we really need to have a secondary voice service instead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
If that's Discord, that's Discord. If it's Skype, it's Skype. I don't
it's
care.
not Skype. It's not Skype. It will be Discord.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, but we've got all the setup over on Discord, honestly.
Yeah, I have everything ready on Discord. But we'll do that. I still want everybody to connect here, but we'll do backups on Discord tonight. Let's just figure out what you guys are gonna do. This is giving me a monumental fucking headache.
Yeah,
and I'm not
yeah.
sure I
We're
want
going to
to.
get into that room that's adjoining to the corner that he snuck in through.
Okay.
And
My
break up contact.
ingress. We're gonna go in through that. We're gonna go into there, and then that's where we're gonna launch our raid. We're gonna
And
launch
Rick's and shit.
from there.
Okay. All right. So let me get all of you over there.
Bring a map.
Why is it not? Oh, there it is. Okay, now.
Oh, I see the black part.
Yeah. Fog of war.
Yeah, there's lots of fog of war.
Ooh, there's the electro things.
Let me.
Oh, we're up in the northeast.
Yeah, you guys are in the northeast. I'm going to drag you guys outside, and then we'll make some checks to see how well you get in stealthily. Hold on, I'm going to drag. There's really got to be a better way of doing group checks than this. I may need to think about it some more.
Montage.
And I do also have a wand of silence with one charge. If that.
And I have a
makes
dark
sense.
skull that makes everything black. So,
I don't like the way you said black.
no, of course you don't.
So you can make everything goth. Hmm.
There you go.
That's better.
I'm gonna ask everyone to join hands, and they'll surround us in the dark skull, so we can sneak in.
Okay. I mean, if you're going to do that, are you going to use the silence wand, Eddie?
Oh, I might as well do them both.
I say why not?
I figured to get into the room so that we can launch the raid from that point. Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
total.
And the dark skull has no use beyond there because then we're in light and everything. So here we go.
All right. In that case, I don't need any checks from you guys.
Perfect. We found a good way to do group checks.
Yeah, to avoid them entirely. I mean, you're not wrong. So go ahead and move your tokens over there.
All right. So
To,
I'm marking off the Wand of Silence.
Yeah, and I'm taking off a charge of Dark Skull.
Charge.
By the way, you guys are just kind of stumbling blindly after me with this because I'm the only one who can see through the Dark Skull darkness.
Conga line.
Climb up
Everybody
fast.
hold the hand of the person in front of them.
I mean, Joan D can kind of sense your minds.
Ugh.
And
You know, I feel like the next time we do any type of character regeneration, I'm gonna do something tanky.
the bat is even more blind because it's silence. So
Bats can see far.
yeah, but they can't see
I
in
know.
utter darkness. So
Of
the
course
bat
they
is even worse off.
I can't see
Yep.
much past my wing.
All right, so you guys have
Everybody
piled
lives
in.
a tiny room.
Jemabeth may not want to be a bat much longer. If you're going
Or
to
she
be,
might want to go up to the top so that she's not bothering with us.
or she may want to fly up really high as a bat, and then turn into something more dangerous and drop down,
Like a
Like
fucking
an
bear.
drop bear. Yeah,
Like an elephant,
Totally
30 feet above the
a
ground.
drop owl bear. I did those.
Oh, yeah.
I've
do
done.
it.
I statted those up for my Patreon. Drop owl
From the
bears.
top rope.
Okay, that's still fine. All right, so we'll save.
Alright, let's put her above the wall then. I still kind of have control of her character token, so I can do that.
Yeah,
Yay.
no, that's fine at the
She's gonna
moment.
be all like Geronimo.
Do you guys want to roll initiative now, or do you want to save it for next time?
No, I want to save it
Let's
Okay.
just roll next time, yeah.
because I don't want to stress it. I don't want to stress if I roll shit.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I
Alright.
just I want to keep going, but fuck, we don't know when the tech issues are going to pop back up again because it's happened to all of us tonight, on some
that-
level or another.
Halfway through combat, it's just gonna be a giant pain in the dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus I'm not sure we could finish the I mean, we should be able to finish this combat tonight, but there's no guarantee, especially considering how much later we started because of the tech issues.
So, how about we work out our audio situation and continue next week?
yeah, let's
or
do.
the week after, or whatever works, I guess.
I think probably the week after, but
Yeah.
in the meantime, let's sign off with Twitch. So everybody say goodbye. If there's anybody still watching after all the fucking technical problems,
All the slow downs.
yeah, and all the other issues. But whatever. Anyway, thanks all the viewers.
Night,
Appreciate you
folks.
stopping by.
Mm-hmm.